Hey there. So I just wanted to cover this topic of why does it take some people next to no time to find a new house to buy, while others, it takes them a very, very long time. This thought came to mind as I was hosting this open house today, and I came across some people who were brand new, excited into the whole home buying process, while others, they've been searching, working with their agent for quite some time and still haven't found anything. So excuse me as I'm going around. I'm just shutting down at the open house, making sure all the lights are off, all that good stuff. Don't want to waste energy here. So it's an interesting question because there are a lot of factors that go into the home buying process. I'm going to go dark for a moment here. So first of all, a lot of people, they feel like the home buying process takes such a long time because they're waiting. Oops, got interrupted by a call there. They're searching online, and depending on online, through Zillow, Redfin, those type of web services, to look at what homes are out there, where in fact, that's actually not everything that is out there. It's just what's available through, Redfin, Trulial, that type of stuff. And of course, they're pulling from the realtor database, but there's more in there than you have. So that's one reason, right? You don't get access to all the homes that are out there, just like a handful that you're finding online. So otherwise, sometimes it comes down to, the access to properties and how they're conducting the search. Here, I'm just checking to make sure the windows are fine. Hey, Dale, thanks for joining. So how the search is conducted. So sometimes when people talk with agents, then they just get emailed a handful of homes, and those homes might not be exactly what they're looking for. Because with realtors, we have a way of narrowing down homes to an incredible amount of detail so that you only get sent exactly what you're looking for rather than wasting time just swiping through homes that kind of meet it. A lot of people have this worry that if they don't, look online themselves, that they're going to miss out on some great home that, somebody else, through a more detailed search is going to miss out on. But oftentimes that's not really the case. Hey, Bill, thanks for joining us. But oftentimes that's not really the case. Hey, Rachel, thanks for joining us as well. So that's not really the case because you have these criteria for a reason. You have these things that are important factors for you for a reason. If you want a fireplace, if you want a deck, if you want a garage, there's a reason for that. You picture a particular lifestyle, and a home not having that type of factor means that you are compromising on what it is that you're looking for. But then, because you're not seeing anything else, you just kind of wait around and say, okay, well, I'm going to go check out that home. You go check out that house and it's like, oh, well, that was a disappointment. So the thing that I've realized is that oftentimes when people go out to see homes, they're not really going out to the home. Whoops. All right. So sorry about that. It took a little moment for me to get off that call. Okay. So, hey, Mike, thanks for joining us again. Dale. So where was I? Yes. Narrowing things down based on exactly what you're looking for, because then you're just going to end up wasting time going and visiting a home and realizing, well, yeah, this is exactly what I thought. All these things that, seemed to look nice, but didn't quite match what I was looking for. It's just a compromise. And then a lot of people end up being very, very bitter about the whole home buying process because they're just like, oh, there's nothing out there for me. But oftentimes that's not really the case. Now, the other side of things, hey, Rich, how are you? The other thing is that oftentimes people, they think that an agent's job is simply just to email them a bunch of homes and then maybe eventually negotiate, try and get the price down, all that type of stuff. The thing is, there are homes that are on the market that are overpriced. So you might be looking at them and it might be a matter of the home is overpriced, it's not selling. How do you identify those homes? Well, oftentimes people overlook those homes because they're not looking at homes in that price range. But because they're overpriced and we have evidence that they are, then you can get a much better deal on that home, and you're not going to have as many people competing on that home just because it's not in their search criteria. Also, another thing that I love to do for my clients is so a lot of times I talk with people that they've been working with an agent for a little while. Hey, Caesar, thanks for joining us. Glad you're enjoying the pool. It's a pool outside dropping on us right now. The people, they talk to me because they're frustrated. They feel like they had a home that they really liked and they either hesitated and somebody else bought it because, of course, the best deals are the ones that are going to disappear the fastest, or they put in an offer and then they lost out because somebody else wanted the house more, or they just waited a little bit too long. But just because that home sold two things can happen. One, the contract can fall apart, or two, there might be somebody else in that neighborhood who wants to sell their home. And that's what I see my job as. If I'm representing you as your agent, I'm going to go knock on the doors and see if there's anybody who wants to find a home, because that's my job, and my job is to help find a home. Now, of course, if there's something that's already active on there, that's much easier, much faster, but who knows about your timeline? Maybe you're not looking to buy immediately. Maybe you're looking to buy down the line, and there's somebody who's looking to sell their house down the line. But it's good to start having that conversation with people so that you can plan ahead, so that this doesn't come and bite you in the butt later on where you're looking, let's say you need to move out of a place, right? If you're renting, that your lease ends and you have to be out by a certain point. Or if you're living in a house and, that you own, you sell it. Oh no, what happens? I don't have a place to move into yet. And then we get into this whole ugly thing of contingencies, which is where a lot of deals can also fall apart. So getting back to the speed issue, it comes down to starting the conversation early, not necessarily when you need to but when you're thinking about buying a home, it's good to get the process started so that you can have an idea and have the luxury of time. A lot of people that I talk to who end up not really loving the home that they moved into is because of time. They're restricted by time. And because of that, then when desperation sets in, they're not able to really get the best results possible for themselves. And that's not a great situation. So that's just like a heads up. Make sure you also talk with an agent, strategize, and talk about what is specifically that you need out of your home sale, why you're moving, right? Be clear on that. Don't just, be buying because you think that it's a good idea, or you have a ton of money just to throw into something. Think about why you're moving, what it would do for you, what type of lifestyle that you want, because that'll, pan it into a home. Like, for example, I'm, wrapping up in a home like this, but, think about, do you want to entertain a bunch of people? Well, does the space in a home, does it facilitate entertaining? Do you want people to be able to hang out and be guests, or is privacy more important? Are windows and natural sunlight important? These are all factors that you want to put into consideration and nail down with the agent so that they can spend some time really researching for you and look for the homes on your behalf, rather than having you waste lots and lots of time just looking online, waiting, getting these searchers all sent to your email, and then having 80% of them not even come close to match what you're looking for. So thanks so much. I just had this quick little thought, wanted to record a quick video. I'm going to wrap up here, pack up, and then spend some time with my family. But thanks for joining me. Take care.